Must have scared him off.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
You look strong. Come to Jorrvaskr and be a companion.
Fight with us and you'll have stories to tell. Come up to Jorrvaskr.
Well, that's
If you're
taken
worth
care of.
anything in a fight.
No thanks to you. Certainly not. But a true warrior would have relished the opportunity to take on a giant. That's why I'm here, with my shield brothers. An outsider, eh? Never heard of the Companions? An order of warriors. We are brothers and sisters in honor. And we show up to solve problems if the coin is good enough. Not for me to say. You'll have to talk to Kodlak Whitemane up in Jorrvaskr. The old man's got a good sense for people. He can look in your eyes and tell your worth. If you go to him, good luck.
Getting tired of hanging around talking all day.
Yes?
By Izmir, it's true. A jester, funny suit and all. Just north, by the Lorius farm. Fool had a coffin in a cart with a broken wheel. Like to see him laugh his way out of that.
Well, sounds like you've had quite the journey, Uthgerd. But you were gone longer than usual. I got to thinking maybe you weren't coming back.
You sound like my ma. Figured I was lying dead in a field somewhere, is that it?
Thought did cross my mind, yeah. War brewing, talk of a riot in Helgen. That now jesters? Skyrim's gone mad, girl. You need to be careful out there.
Careful, huh? Thanks, Skulvar. I'll remember that. Ha, yeah, right.
Need something? None of 'em's older than 9, and the youngest is 6. Now, the horse I got for sale is 7 years old, but in fine health. She's got a lot of spirit, that one. We've taken to calling her Queen Aufsigur, or just Ali for short. I expect you can name her anything you like, once she's yours. Ride strong. I need something?
Think you can go blade to blade with me? You'd be dead in 6 seconds. The heat of the battle is the fire that forges the strongest blades. It's an old Nord proverb. That, and a true Nord never misses a chance to test her worth. You've been talking to those companions? Too hot-headed, they cried. Weak, pathetic cowards, the lot of them. It wasn't my fault. I told them, over and over, that it was an accident. They wanted me to prove my worth. So they threw me up against a young whelp of a lad, hardly old enough to grow his first chin hairs. I guess they thought a woman wasn't strong enough to hurt him. I didn't mean for him to die. Why would I want that? I just lost control. Good. Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you've had a strong drink and a fist fight with her. Yeah, whatever. Keep walking, Softgut. I'm more woman than you can handle. I got no quarrel with you, but I won't turn one down, neither. I'll take my leave, then. All right, then.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar. So I mostly sweep and shovel. You got a problem with that? Father says I ain't smart enough to be stable master. Someday. Yes?
Aye.
Halt! City's closed with the dragons about. Official business only. Fine. But we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Oh. What happened?
Oh! What happened?
We'll pay whatever it takes, but we must have more swords for the Imperial soldiers.
I just can't fill an order that size on my own. Why don't you swallow that stubborn pride of yours and ask Yorland Greymane for help?
I'd sooner bend my knee to Ulfric's Stormcloak. Besides, Greymane would never make steel for the Legion.
Have it your way. I'll take the job, but don't expect a miracle.
If the news from Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means. I only counsel caution. We cannot afford to act rashly in times like these. My lord, please, you have to listen. If the news from Helgen is true, well, there's no telling what it means.
What would you have me do then? Nothing?
My lord, please. This is no time for rash action. I just think we need more information before we act.
Who's this then?
What's the meaning of this interruption? Jarl Balgrup is not receiving visitors. As House Carl, my job is to deal with all dangers that threaten the Jarl or his people. So you have my attention. Now explain yourself. You know about Helgen? The Jarl will want to speak to you personally. Approach.
So, you were at Helgen? You saw this dragon with your own eyes? Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past. But it's none of my concern who the Imperials want to execute, especially now. What I want to know is, what exactly happened at Helgen? I should have guessed Ulfric would be mixed up in this. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. If
The
that
Jarl of
dragon is lurking in the
will
mountains...
view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should not...
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service, and I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem. There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons. I'll introduce you to Farengar. He can be a bit difficult. Mages, you know. Farengar is probably puttering around in his lab, day and night. I'm not sure he ever sleeps. Farengar is probably puttering around in his lab, day and night. I'm not sure he ever sleeps. Farengar, I think I've found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill him in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. An old tomb, built by the ancient Nords, perhaps dating back to the Dragon War itself. Ah, maybe you just want to know how to get there. It's near Riverwood, a miserable little village a few miles south of here. I'm sure some of the locals can point you in the right direction once you get there. Well, must preserve some professional secrets, mustn't we? I have my sources. Reliable sources. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it.
We need it quickly, before it's too late.
Of course, Jarl Balgroof. You seem to have found me an able assistant. I'm sure he will prove most useful.
Succeed at this, and you'll be rewarded. Whiterun will be in your debt. May the gods watch over your battles, friend. With good planning and constant vigilance. Even now, my court wizard, Farengar, continues his research into ways we might drive back these terrors. We must also have ample reserves of water to combat the fires that will surely spread after an attack. But our greatest weapon? Courage. For if we cannot kill the beast, we must at least have the tenacity to drive it back. Until brave heroes step forward to destroy these monsters, that is the best we can do. No doubt he thought it was the only way to make his point, and also because he knew he could. If it's the war you're referring to, I'm on the side of Whiterun. No doubt General Tullius and his friends in the Empire will tell you that I owe them my loyalty, and perhaps I do. Ulfric Stormcloak would say that I owe my allegiance to the Nord people as they fight for Skyrim's independence. Perhaps this is also true. The day might come when I am forced to draw my sword for one side or the other. But that day has not come yet. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city to keep. What is it that you need? You have my attention? Speak your mind. It pleases me to see you again. Bye. All right, then.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. What are you still doing here? The Jarl said retrieving that stone tablet is a priority, remember? Are you feeling sick? Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. Ah, student of the craft. You'll need to start by learning an enchantment. Take an enchanted weapon or piece of armor, then use the arcane enchanter to learn its secrets. The item is destroyed in the process, so be wary. Once you know an enchantment, you'll need a filled soul gem and something to enchant. You'll use the arcane enchanter for that too. Of course, I have everything you need for sale if you have the coin. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it. Keep your... Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. I'm not surprised you've never heard of it. Even I used to think it was just a myth. But not anymore. The Dragon War was a real event, although only the barest glimmer of the actual events has come down to us. Far back in the Mythic era, the dragons were worshipped as gods in Skyrim. Many of the monumental ruins that still dot the landscape were in fact built as temples to the dragons. The details are lost, but at some point the Nords rebelled. After a long and terrible war, the Nords overthrew their dragon overlords. Oh no, many were killed, of course, but many survived into historical times. Why, this very palace was built by one of Balgruf's ancestors to hold a captive dragon. Hence its name, Dragon's Reach. I believe I am, yes. Technically speaking, of course. The city is also home to a priest, priestess, an alchemist, and I'm sure others who practice. Ah, that reminds me. Speaking of alchemists, I have some frost salts for Arcadia. She asked me to obtain them for one of her potions. Would you be so kind as to deliver the frost salts for me? I'm sure Arcadia will provide some form of recompense. Well, let's see. Travel-stained clothes, worn souls, blank and unintelligent expression. Yes, in fact you do. I believe I... Ah, that reminds me. Would you be so kind as to deliver... Good. You're clearly better suited than I am to carry out such a menial task. A prospective student, are you? Well, I'm afraid I'm not much good at teaching. You should try your luck at the College of Winterhold. Sadly, no. My work affords me few opportunities for such an adventure. Perhaps some hero will bring one to Dragon's Reach, like old Olaf one I once did. What a fascinating conversation that would be. I'll put it simply so you'll understand. I advise the Jarl in matters of magic. If the Hold is faced with any threats or mysteries of a magical nature, I am called upon to explain things and suggest a course of action. Hopefully that answer will satisfy you. Good day. If I said that was a tedious question, would you be smart enough to know what I meant? Probably not. As long as I'm left alone to pursue my research, I don't care who gives the orders. Now, I'm a busy man, and your pointless questions are boring me terribly. Good day. What are you still doing here? The Jarl said retrieving that stone tablet is a priority, remember? Take a look. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it. Are you feeling sick? Drag reached to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like... The rest of the great warriors? It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me, I prefer my books and my spells.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something in the old fort near Riften. Might consider joining up myself.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need?
Sing you a special song tonight, beautiful
What can I
lass?
get you?
Not now, I'm working.
Ah, you're always working. Why else would I spend so much time here?
Mikhail is quite the songbird. Maybe he's the reason you're here all the time.
Aye, the bard's got talent. I'll give him that. You just make sure his music is the only thing you're admiring.
Oh, John, darling, you know you're the only stone-biting, knuckle-dragging Nord for me.
That's my girl.
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
Mikhail's son. How about something with a bit of kick?
You know, Hulda, there's this lovely Argonian ballad I've been studying.
If it's work you're
You
looking
trying
for?
to scare off my customers, son?
Lively. Keep it lively.
All right. How about the gutter snipe?
I think 7 septims for Sigurd will do nicely. Especially when they're in their cups.
Ah, an excellent suggestion. I'll do that one then.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
Hungry, tired, or just plain thirsty? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Are you joking? You just rented a room from me. Magic is for the weak. Elves, I mean. They keep to that college in Winterhold. They know their place. Of course, there is Farengar. He might be the Jarl's wizard, but at least he's a Nord. I should have guessed as much. Your kind sticks to that college in Winterhold, as well they should. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
Lucky for you, that was just sitting there
I'll
for the
show
taking.
you to your room, right this way.
If it's work you're looking for, Hulda's the one to talk to.
Let me know if there's anything else you need. I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? What can I get you? Huh? Yeah? I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. People say there is someone in Riften that can change your face, make you look completely different. Do you believe that? The companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. All right then.
Yes.
Well met, kinsman. Aye, that I do. Half all my life. We Battleborns have been here since the beginning, along with the Greymanes. Our family's been close as kin for generations, but Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising has divided us. Now, seems we can scarce look at each other without coming to blows. Petty and foolish, that. They are saying dragons have returned to Skyrim. Now that's a real problem. Ain't sure if they're taking on new members, but you should talk to the companions. They're over in their hall, Jorvaskr. If by work, you mean testing your steel in bloody battle, Ah, the most important question of all, that one. You'll want the bannered mare. See old Hulda. She'll keep you swimming in mead. But mind the bard, Mikael. Poncy little milk drinker, that one. Ah, man gives bards a bad name. We Nords have a long history as warrior poets. I am proud to count myself among them. But Mikael, he sings only for gold and the affections of wenches. He dishonors our traditions. May your sword be sharp, and your tongue sharper. Well met, traveler. You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death. People have forgotten humor, poetry, and romance. I love a good sword fight as much as the next man. But there's more to life. It's my desire to enter the Bard's College. My parents are hesitant, but I pray they let me attend. All I want is to escape from this madness, and if Ulfina can come with me, all the better. But I've probably said too much. Aye. And... yes? All right, then.
Watch what you're doing.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Are you feeling all right, dear? You look a little ill. Maybe some other time I'll reveal your destiny, Teely. Come to Olava for a reading, did you? Sorry, pup, but I'm not quite in the mood. Oh, I tell the future all right, when I feel up to the task, that is. But I'm afraid my energies haven't quite peaked yet today. Yes?
If there's anything I can help you with.
Blade and
that's what to
shadow,
ask.
silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you. I am an artisan, painting in strokes of blood red upon the canvas of life. But yes,
sell cures
I will
for
take
all
coin
ills.
to fight
I'll
at
be
your
happy to
side.
serve you.
After all, where is the value in creating art if there is nobody left alive to see it? If you change your mind, seek me out here. Walk always in shadows, so that you will see your foes before they see you. I know nothing of fear, and nothing of remorse.
I offer
Pay my
remedies for
fee,
ailments both
and together
common and
we will
rare.
vanquish any
Do
foe.
let me know if I can be of service.
Walk always in shadows, so that you will see your foes before they see you. Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you. Death is my art, and like all artists, I seek a patron. For a mere handful of gold, I will follow you into any danger.
Maybe a
Walk
hardy
always in
Nord like
shadows,
you doesn't need a
so that you will
cure-all,
see your
huh?
foes before
What
they
about
see
an
you.
invisibility potion? I have several elixirs for sale. Ah, splendid, splendid. It's for a special brew I'm working on. A love elixir like none other. Maybe I'll test it on Farengar first. Oh, but I suppose you expect some compensation. Here. These potions should suffice. Farewell. What do you need, my friend? Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the restoration school, but something just as good. Within these walls, I have all that I need to brew a potion for nearly any ailment. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. Why? Because I'm a proud citizen of the Empire? Because the Stormcloaks only want Nords in Skyrim? The Stormcloaks can rot in oblivion for all I care. I've lived in this city for 20 years. 20! Until next time. How do you feel? I think you might be sick. All right, then. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. It's quite a problem back home in Cyrodiil. Good day. Pardon me, but do I detect a case of the rattles? I've got something for that. Farewell. Maybe a hardy Nord like you doesn't need a cure-all, huh? What about an invisibility potion? Good day. Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Nothing of it. Our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son? What of Thorol?
Spare coin for
Is he
a
not-
poor beggar.
The Jarl has finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
Yes, House Court. We'll leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon. Is that it?
I
I've
can't
been looking
afford
for
to
you.
send anyone else.
Got something I'm supposed to deliver.
You don't know
Your
where
hands
the dragon
only.
is. Your main
Let's
job will be
see
to keep
here.
an eye
There's a
out
new
and get
museum
the
open.
people to safety
Looks like
when
that's it.
town is attacked.
Got
You know.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face.
Poultices and potions on my shelves. Browse to your
You
heart's
take
content.
care of yourself now.
You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing. And what of my son, What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his side, and he chose poorly, and now he's gone. Such is the way of war. The sooner you accept his loss, the better.
I will never accept his death. My son still lives. I feel it in my heart. So tell me, Battleborns, where is he? Where are you holding my Thorold?
Do you believe this old hag? Holding him? Why, I've got him in my cellar. He's my prisoner. Face it, coward. Your stupid son is dead. He died a Stormcloak traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut before you suffer the same.
Come on, Father. There's nothing more to be said here.
Mister, could you spare a coin?
Let me know if you see anything you like.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. I just know it. I can feel it in my heart. You have to believe me. Please visit me at my home. I can tell you the whole story. Please, let's speak privately.
I offer remedies for ailments both common and rare. Do let me know if I can be of service.
Please, let's speak privately.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
The Jarl has finally agreed to send you back to Riverwood.
Yes, Housecorp. We leave immediately.
It's just us against the dragon. Is that it?
I can't afford to send anyone else, and we don't know where the dragon is. Your main job will be to keep an eye out and get the people to safety if the town is attacked. I don't expect the three of you to fight off a dragon by yourselves, but I do expect you to do your duty.
Of course. We'll keep Riverwood safe. You can count on it. Let's move out. Time's a wasting.
Staying safe,
Let
I
me
hope.
guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Yes, Sora? We can never rest easy, for Balgraf's enemies will not. I've got my eyes on you.
I used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee. Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his voice. Shouted him apart.
Hold on, Legagan.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
do you feel? I think you might be sick.
It takes a while to make a dress, Dagny. You have to be patient. But I don't want to be patient. I want my dress right now. Father promised. All you ever do is complain about what you want. You're a spoiled baby. I'm going to tell Father you said that. He'll tan your hide for sure.
My lord, our provisions are running dangerously low. Our stores of meat, wine, and grain are all but depleted.
Purchase more supplies, then. That's your job as steward, isn't it? Why do you trouble me with these details?
My lord, since Ulfric Stormcloak's uprising, the cost of goods has doubled. I'll need more coin if I'm to provision us properly.
Our coffers are nearly empty. I can scarcely afford to pay the guards, and we need every one of them in these troubled times. You'll have to make do with what we have, Proventus.
Yes, my lord.
Well done. Not many enchanters could pull that off.
Sir, we really must talk.
What is it?
I think the time might be right for another public appearance. Maybe address the patrons at the Bannered Mare, or visit your Vasker.
Yes, yes, take care of it, Proventus. Whatever it is you're talking about.
As you say, my Jarl.
Baldur, did you slip out again last night for a drink at the Bannered Mare?
Heard about that, did you? Yes, I went out for a pint or two. What of it?
These secret visits to the tavern will make you an easy target for an enemy assassin. You should have told me first.
Damn it, woman, I'm the Jarl of Whiterun. I won't apologize for talking to my people. You can't protect me every moment of the day.
That might be so, but it will never stop me from trying.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it. What are you still doing here? The Jarl said retrieving that stone tablet is a priority, remember?
Proventus, you must help me. We need to convince my brother to...
What would you have me do, Hrongar? Your brother is the Jarl. You know I can't question his judgment.
I'm not asking you to defy the Jarl, just to open his eyes. Use subtlety and suggestion to turn his thoughts to the war. You're his steward. He'll listen to you.
Leave me out of your intrigues, Hrongar. If you have something to say to the Jarl, say it with your own tongue.
Hey, watch it!
Oh, I thought you were spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Off to Bleak Falls Barrow with you. Jarl is not a patient man. Neither am I, come to think of it.
They say Helgen got hit by a dragon. One of those horrors comes here. We'll be ready. Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard.
What's the matter? You can't stand the sight of a strong...
If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. Sure thing, it's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need. If it's work... Are you joking? You just drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Need anything else? Just let me know. So, Mikhail, what'll it be tonight, huh? Something upbeat? A Breton jig, maybe?
You know, Hulda, there's this lovely Argonian ballad I've been studying.
You trying to scare off my customers, son?
Lively. Keep it lively.
Yes. You do raise a good point. What about the sweet maiden fair from Hadleyshire?
I think 7 septims for Sigurd will do nicely. Especially when they're in their cups.
Ah, an excellent suggestion. I'll do that one then.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look
Sadia.
elsewhere.
Yes, Mum?
Once Mikhail gets them.
Don't
they're
forget to
got.
polish those glasses.
Some
Is it
parting
work you're
advice?
looking for?
Certainly, Mum.
Sonnets.
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire.
I'm a
been
bard
thinking of
by
selling
trade.
the inn to Isolde.
Perhaps you've heard of me.
Anyway, what do you need?
There's a whole college up in Solitude where they teach the arts. Song, lute playing, poetry. I studied there myself. Had to leave over a misunderstanding with a head mistress. Well, more a misunderstanding with her husband. I'm a bard, trained at the Bard's College in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about applying. Yeah, I don't have much of a reputation in Skyrim yet, but I'm working on that, one sweet lady at a time. No doubt they still tell tales of Mikhail and his sweet songs across Cyrodiil, where last I traveled. I'd better get going. I enjoy steady patronage in the Bannered Mare. I do hope you'll watch me perform. I'd better get going. Until next time.
Spare a coin for a poor old beggar?
I've got a recipe for venison stew that I want to try out. Will you have venison anytime soon?
Certainly.
I'm just out and about, love.
Next time I
the
go
Bannered
hunting.
Mare can do without me
Make
for a
it
bit,
quick,
I
and there
suspect.
might be a bowl of hot stew in it for you.
Need a ride? See ya.
Brigands I can handle, but this talk of dragons? World's gone mad.
I'll drink you dry, mortal.
That's your best, huh?
That's all you've got?
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else. Cause trouble in Whiterun, and I'll haul you into the Dragon's Reach dungeon myself. Trouble? I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee. Fear not. Come dragon or giant, we'll be ready. Be glad you're here in the city, and not out in Riverwood. Those poor sods don't even have a wall. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid. What do you need? Helgen, destroyed by a dragon. Hard to believe, isn't it? Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. How can I help a brother Nord? Need supplies? See Bellathor at his store. Sleazy little man, but he has good stock. The circle of stones to the southwest? That's Secunda's kiss. The giants hold it sacred, so tread carefully. Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those stamped shopkeepers. What is it?
A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy. Return my beacon to Mount Kilcreek. I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.
Careful.
Terrible and powerful power.
Oh, I thought you were already on your way to Bleak Falls Barrow. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? I had you. Off to Bleak. Falls Barrow with you. The Jarl is not a patient. What are you still doing here? Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Why do you trouble me with these details?
I don't know if you've heard, but Jarl... Groove said my work is a priority, which means you should be on your way.
Since Ulfric Stormcloak... uprising. The cost of goods
Another
has
wanderer
doubled.
here to lick my
I'll need
father's
more coin
boots.
if I'm to
Good
provision us
job.
properly.
All this standing around is rubbish. We should be taking the fight to the Stormcloaks. I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. Just unsheath me and point me at the enemy. My brother takes counsel from Proventus Avenici. What a laugh. He takes counsel from his daughter, and she's a bloody blacksmith. Need something?
Everything's all right? Rorikstead's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a guard. If a dragon attacks, well, then it'll be a different story. If you're heading east, steer clear of Hilgrand's tomb. Thing about those old crypts, the dead having trouble staying that way. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
They can barely tolerate our presence on Earth!
Today, they take away your faith.
This a surprise.
Start running so I can stab you in the back. Did you hear something? Over here!
I'm gonna split your...
Move out while you still can! much easier to roam when you're dead! Here!
Yes? Suppose so. Got one all saddled if you've got the coin. You've got a deal. It's the one with the saddle. Not today. Sold my last one. Pretty sure I sold it to you. Ride strong.